Mayong buntag Balay-Balay City, mayong buntag mga Kaanib. Welcome sa lain na sab nga episode sa atong programang Bata Ang Bida.
Mayong buntag mga Kaanib, kini ang atong programa proyekto sa Kaanib Foundation Incorporated, uban ang ChildFund Philippines aron maghatag og mga kalamdagan sa atong mga kabataan sa hisgutan sa ilang mga katungod ug aron isulong ang kampanya batok sa child labor.
Ako si PJ de la Peña ug naminaw kamo karon sa dxBU 104.5 FM sa Bukidnon State University.
Og ako si Erlinda, Sayago. Mga Kaanib, naka-livestream usab kita sa official Facebook page sa dxBU FM ug sa ChildFund Philippines.
Mga Kaanib, kini ang atong ikawalo nga episode sa atong programa ug mao na sab kini ang atong season finale nga episode.
As in, sir, finale good, sir. Bitaw, no, mga Kaanib, daghan na sab ang atong mga nahimong bisita, no, na mga bisita nato nga naghisgot sa mga katungod o ilang mga programa aron mapanalipdan ang mga kabataan batok sa atong advokasya nga child labor. O kaning tanan nakasentro para sa mga kabataan.
Sakto ka diya mampayans no kay atong nahinabi sa programa ang mga nagdumala sa ChildFund Philippines ug ang ilang tinud-anay nga kampanya aron maundang ang child labor practices sa nasod. Lakip sab ang Building Capacity Awareness Advocacy and Program o BuildCap kung asa atong nasayran ang ilang mga programa para sa kabataan.
Ako po, Sir PJ, no, naunay po ko ani nga program, no. O of course, atong gi-share unsa pod ang mga program sa Kaanib, unsa pod ang ilang mga kalihukan projects, no, alayon sa pagpakigbatok sa kining child labor. Siyempre, nahinabi sab nato, sir, no, ang mga barangay officials, no, local officials sa Balay-Balay, sama ni Councilor, City Councilor Kathleen Cecil Pagaling, ang atong CSDO sa Balay-Balay City, si Ma'am Ivy, o ang atong barangay official sa gikan sa Silae, ang atong escape pod nga gikan sa Silae, o ang escape pod gikan sa Linabo. No? Kining tanan, mga kabahin sila sa atong advokasya. O gawas po di ana, Sir PJ, naapod tayo mga kabataan nga nagpakita pod sa ilang mga talento, naghatag sa ilang mga mahinungdanong impormasyon, no, katong naa sila yung mga trivia o ilahang mga opinion kalabot sa mga issue sa katiliwan.
Tungod kay season finale naman nato karon, special sa bang atong makauban nga bisita karong buntaga, no, wa kita magkulang, nangandam kita pag-ayo. Nalipay ta nga natagan kita og panahon nga ato siyang makauban, ang City Local Government Operations Officer sa Balay-Balay nga si Mr. Aldrich Alaan. Sir Aldrich, good morning. Welcome sa Bata Ang Bida.
Salamat sa pag-imbita niyo sa akin dito sa programang ito, and to all our viewers, no. Once again, good morning.
Sir Aldrich, unsa ba kining Barangay Council for the Protection of Children o City Council for the Protection of Children?
LCPC is a institutional mechanism sa atong LGU na magtutok kung maghatag og pagtagad sa mga programa para sa kabataan. Kanina mga councils, ginaorganisar kani siya sa matag level sa local government unit gikan sa province, sa syudad, sa munisipyo, kung apil ni ana dito sa barangay. Ano pa natong gitawag nga Barangay Council for the Protection of Children.
Sir Aldrich, no, agig dugang nga pangutana, kinsa man pud ang mga miyembro sa kaning Barangay Council for the Protection of Children, apil ang sa City Council for the Protection of Children.
Kani siya ng mga konseyo are all chaired by our local chief executive, no. Diri sa syudad ang atong city mayor mo ga-chair ni ani or mo pangulo ni ani. The barangay level ang atong mga punong barangay. Now, kani sila ang sila pod ang vice chair pod ni ani ang atong mga sangguniang members, no. Chairperson of the Committee on Women and Family or Committee on Children. Napoy mga membro ni ani kato mga personnel nga adunay kasinatian or mga programa nga nalambigit sa mga kabataan nato, na atong mga health personnel, na dihang atong mga nutrition personnel, apil po ni ang atong mga local social welfare and development officer. Of course, naapod ang atong mga gikan sa security sector, atong member sa PNP, or kung sa barangay nga level, sa BCPC nga level, na adi atong chief tanod. Importante po kayo nga na atong representative from the Department of Education na apoy gimando sa balaod nga kinahanglan adunay member coming from the civil society organizations, but most importantly kinahanglan sa LCPC nga adunay membro diha nga gikan mismo sa kabataan, katong gitawag nato nga child representative.
Unsa sab ang papel o function sa matag membro dinhi mga council?
Now, ang ilang buluhaton ni ani kaning sa mga LCPC members basically is to formulate, develop, coordinate, and monitor and review all local policies, ordinances, apil ni ang pag-implementar sa mga programa, proyekto o aktibidades that shall promote the best interest of our children and ensure the mainstreaming sa mga interventions nga gikinahanglan para sa ilaha to the local development agenda.
Daghan gyud ay sir papel sa atong mga miyembro sa BCPC ug sa LCPC. Atong nasabtan sir nga dinhi sa Malaybalay, ang ilang tawag sir is City Council for the Welfare of Children. So maura gyapon ay the same structure or council sa local council for the protection of children. Unsa pod sir ang papel Unsa ang papel sa mga barangay council for the protection of children aron maprotektahan ang kabataan ilabi na karon nga panahon sa pandemya?
Importante kayo ang role sa atong BCPC in child protection during this pandemic. Kay sila man ang atong immediate forefront nga masangkuan sa matag komunidad. One of the efforts of the LCPC is pagpahimangno sa mga ginikanan. Sa importante kaayo ang pagbantay sa mga psychological effects aning panahon sa pandemic sa ilang mga anak. Ug tabang sa pagpasabot sa ilang mga anak ngano gakalimitahan ang ilang kalihukan aning kasamtangan nga panahon.
Unsa sab ang mga programa nga pwedeng himuon sa BCPC ug LCPC para ngadto sa mga kabataan?
Uban ni ana sa mando sa pag-establishar sa mga LCPC sa tagsa-tagsa ka local government niya unit, aduna po'y kauban ni ana nga kinahanglan maggahin og pondo. 1% coming from their internal revenue allotment would be allocated for the PPAs intended for sa ato mga kabataan, susama sa pag-establishar, pag-maintainer sa mga daycare centers, pag-institutionalize sa mga health and nutrition programs, sa paghatag sa mga playground sa kabataan, sa library, provisions of prenatal and postnatal care.
Atong nasabdan nga ang mandato gikan gyud sa ato ang DILG. So karon Sir Aldrich sa atong pwede pa nato ma-explain unsa pod ang papel sa DILG aron masiguro nga aktibo kini nga mga council, ang BCPC ug ang City Council for the Protection of Children.
One of the mandate of the department is to ensure the creation of different barangay-based institutions at the barangay level. Ug isa ni ana sa mga BBIs na atong gitawag isang Barangay Council for the Protection of Children. So atong kinahanglan lantawon kung unsa sila ka functional, atong katukion kung ila bang gatagag pagtagad ang mga problema dito sa mga kabataan, silang tagsa-tagsa ka komunidad na matagtuig nato na gabuhaton. And with that, na ato na sila ma-evaluate, makita nato kung asa sila nagkulang. And diha ta makakam up og detailed interventions para mas mahatagan og pagtagad ng kapasidad sa mga BCPC sa mga kabarangayan. Aron sa panghinaot nga pagkasunod tuig mas mo-improve sila og makahatag sila og igo nga pagtagad sa mga panginahanglanon sa ilang mga kabataan sa ilang barangay.
Sir, base sa inyong kasinatian din sa Malaybalay City, unsa sab ang mga hagit nga ginatubang sa kada BCPC o unsa ang ilang mga lakang aron masulbad kini nga mga challenges?
There's a wide range of pressing issues concerning child welfare and protection. We resolve matters through shared information and act upon case-to-case basis. Pero usahay dili kalikayan nga i-challenges the limited capacity or resources of LCPC to provide adequate assistance.
So nakita nato sir no na daghan ang miyembro sa Council for the Protection of Children. Sa unsang pamaagi pod ang mga private sectors makatabang o aron mamahimo silang aktibo diha sa atong Barangay Council for the Protection of Children sa kada barangay.
It's a very welcome development kung aduna tay mga active participation coming from the private sectors. Kung dako kayo sila ikatabang sa pag-augment sa workforce sa barangay, sa BCPC mismo sa paghatag sa pagtagad sa mga concerns nga gikinahanglan sa mga kabataan at the community level.
Sir, unsay imong mensahe or message of encouragement sa mga barangay o masiguro nga magpadayon ang pagpatuman silang mga programa para sa pagprotekta sa mga kabataan?
The happiest people I know are those who lose themselves in the service of others. To the barangay officials, may we continue to work tirelessly to ensure the welfare and protection of every child in our community. Maskin pa man, unsa pa man ang kakulangon, we can always work to the best of our ability in God's grace and guidance.
Murag last question na ni Sir, no? Sir Aldrich, unsa pod ang imong mensahe para sa mga kabataan dinhi mismo sa Malaybalay City?
Mensahe nato sa atong mga kabataan karon nga hinaot luyo aning challenging kay nga panahon. Magpadayon kamo pagpaningkamot ug kabot sa imong mga pangandoy sa kinabuhi. Ubanan sa kanunay nga pagsalig ug pagampo sa labaw nga makagagahom, puhon makalingkawas. Sa kitang tanan ani nga kahimtang. Daghang salamat.
Daghang salamat Sir Aldrich Alaan, ang City Local Government Operations Officer sa Malaybalay City, for joining us this morning. Mga kaanib, dako ang among pasalamat sa inyong pakiguban kanamo bisan sa hamubo nga panahon. Unta daghan kamong natun-an nga mga impormasyon sa among programa ug daghang salamat sa inyong gihatag nga suporta kanamo.
Sir, seasons finale lagi ni Sir ay. Bitaw no, mga kaanib, seasons finale lang kini ang atong episode. O magkita-kita paghihapon kita sa dili madugay para sa lain na sad nga episode nga among andamon para kaninyo. Tungod kay kung hisgutan, syempre ang atong mga kabataan sa atong tagsa-tagsa ka mga barangay, daghan pa nga mga diskusyon ang kinahanglan natong tukion mga kaanib.
Daghang salamat Bukidnon State University, DxBU FM 104.5, ChildFund Philippines o Kaanib Foundation sa dako nga oportunidad nga mahimo kaming parte sa advokasya para sa kayuhan sa kabataan. Ako si PJ de la Peña.
Ug ako si Erlinda Tinhay Sayago.
At ang imig gihapon sa sunod na mong pagbalik sa ere. Daghang salamat ug dalay ko ng Diyos.
Maayad haal daw mga sulod. Kaanib Foundation is a beneficiary CSO of ChildFund under BukSU project. The project is implemented in the province of Bukidnon, covering 2 barangays of Malaybalay City, Barangay Silai and Mapolo, and another 2 barangays in Valencia, Barangays Dagati Davao and Kahapunan. The implementation of this 1-year pilot project started February of 2021. It is the objective of the project to strengthen the mechanism of the City and Barangay Council for the Protection of Children engaged and at risk in crop agriculture, including their families. The partnership among local government units and line agencies were forged, enhanced, and strengthened. As a result, there were activities and outputs gained. The project sustained coordination meetings with different stakeholders and partners like the Office of the Governor, Office of the City Mayors, Barangay Councils, Department of Labor and Employment, Public Employment Service Office, Department of Social Welfare and Development Office, Department of Interior and Local Government Unit, and Department of Education. Formation of a technical working group paved for an organized training and orientation workshop attended by the members of Malaybalay City Council for the Welfare of Children and Barangay Council for the Protection of Children. The City's Social Welfare and Development Office and City Local Government Operations Office
and Provincial Planning and Development Office served as a resource person during the training. This training provided the venue for CCWC and BCPC members to better understand the rules, functions, and responsibilities. The need to be aware of the situation of child laborers and addressing their needs is a step towards the prevention and gradual elimination of the issue. The strengthening of the Barangay Council for the Protection of Children, Barangays Mapolo and Silai, will undergo several activities such as regular meetings and implementation of the identified programs and activities to ensure its functionality. The City Local Government and Operations Officer of Malaybalay City will help to capacitate all council members in performing their duties and responsibilities. The three partner barangays issued an executive order stipulating the membership of Kaanib Foundation in the Barangay Council for the Protection of Children. It is noted in the executive order that the council is responsible in ensuring the safety and welfare of the children, youth, and those who are working in crop agriculture. The project facilitated the formation of the Community-Based Child Protection Group, also known as CBCPG. They were trained on basic child labor concepts and laws, promoting child's rights and protection against worst forms of child labor. They were trained in enumerating children engaged and at risk using the Kubo Toolbox application, a free and open source tool for mobile data collection using Android-powered mobile cell phones or tablets. The CBCPG enumerated 1,320 children engaged and at risk in crop agriculture in 4 barangays. To expand the reach of the advocacy of child labor, the project partnered with local FM station for advocacy and awareness on child labor, the dxBU 104.5 FM, owned and managed by Bukidnon State University. It is a 30-minute program aired twice in a month. It is live streamed in the official Facebook page of dxBU 104.5 FM and ChildFund Philippines, and a total of 4 episodes aired as of this period. The radio program is participated by the AgriBest Youth Organization. These children were organized in partnership with the Oyagan Savers Multipurpose Cooperative and MASPEC, a confederation of cooperatives. The regular segments in the radio program are the following. Number 1, Bata Ang Bida, that showcase talents of the children. Agribusiness, parenting, health, and trivia. These children were capacitated through trainings, mentoring, and coaching of field camp. They started to organize their own segment. Education is the key to success. Thus, in support to children in school, the project provided set of school supplies to enumerated children in crop agriculture from grade 1 to 12, including those in alternative learning school. And a total of 1,277 children received the set of school supplies. The 4 barangays counterpart for transporting the school supplies from the supplier to their respective barangays. The CPCPG spearheaded in repacking of school supplies according to grade level. They developed a claim stamp for efficient and organized distribution. Since there is an interior barangay that transportation is only through single motorcycle, members of the 88th Infantry Battalion assigned in the CTO assisted for a harmonious and efficient distribution to 40 children. Forging partnership with line agencies at the national level in complement to BuildCA project resulted to better results. The Provincial Office of the Department of Labor and Employment, headed by Provincial Director Raul Valmores, distributed livelihood starter kits to 539 child labor families in the province of Bukidnon, amounting to 7,360,000. 65 of them are among the enumerated children in the 4 covered barangays. 47 of them were given through Kaanib as accredited co-partner, of the Department of Labor and Employment under the Livelihood Emergency Employment Program. The City Council for the Welfare of Children, or CCWC of Malaybalay, incorporated child labor-related issues into the 3-year work and financial plan. Thus, all child labor-related activities will be funded. The Department of Interior and Local Government Provincial Office supported the project and endorses to both City Local Government Operations Officer for support, and this facilitates strong partnership with the Barangay Council. The City DILG of Malaybalay committed to assist in the orientation and training workshop at the barangay level. The project partnered with the Regional Office of the Department of Education to promote child's rights and child labor-related competencies in the curriculum. A team will be capacitated to plan, develop, and incorporate promotion of child's rights and child labor-related competencies in the curriculum. Succeeding meetings are already arranged. To better understand the situation of the children engaged in child labor, the research study in partnership with Ateneo de Davao University as technical partner helped us identify and document accurate, independent, and objective information on the nature and scope of child labor and violations of acceptable conditions of work in the supply chain. The research study is entitled Exploring Child Labor in the Supply Chain in Rice and Corn Crop Agriculture. Analysis has been done and will be presented to the community for validation soonest possible time. The result will help the local legislators to legislate ordinances and develop programs relative to prevention and elimination of child labor in crop agriculture. The Advocacy and Communication Planning is in partnership with Prove Media Foundation. They helped us develop and finalize advocacy and communication activities based on the Advocacy and Communication Plan certified by the project. Other communication activities commenced with the assistance of BuildCap staff headed by the project director, Ma'am Bel Eustachio. The project engagement of Kaanib with ChildFund through the BuildCap project paved the way for the formulation of Kaanib Child Protection Policy. The Child Protection Policy is relevant for the organization to protect every child from any harm. Through the partnership, our linkages expanded to DOLE that encourage us to seek accreditation as accredited co-partner in the implementation of Livelihood Emergency Employment Program. As of this period, we can say that there are milestones and best practices achieved by the project. First, there were capacitated individuals and considered champions are key influencers in our advocacy to combat child labor. They are among the community-based child protection group and barangay officials. Second, with our partnership with the Department of Labor and Employment, together with our advocacy to prevent and eliminate child labor, families of child laborers who were given livelihood starter kits not only in the covered barangays but throughout the province. As partners in development work, we are challenged to work with this COVID-19 pandemic. Poverty incidence increases, working opportunities are limited, more families need livelihood intervention, children are engaged with this modular learning approach. But despite of this circumstance, we will continue to work hand in hand with other stakeholders to promote children's rights and protect them from worst forms of child labor. To all partners, we are honored and grateful to the partnership. We have gone this far because of you. To all of you, madakol salamat. I am Erlinda, Sayago, and I stand against child labor.
It is the duty of every country to provide quality health and education to their children. But as we address the health and socio-economic effect of the pandemic, some families have prioritized making ends meet and have allowed their kids to work, putting their child's welfare and safety at risk. ChildFund Philippines hashtag I Stand Against Child Labor is a campaign that highlights the urgent need to take action and calls on governments and organizations in the country and around the world to do more.
In Northern Mindanao, we stand against child labor.
We stand against child labor.
Kami sa barangay Kahaponan among paligunon ang bisipisi para sa pagprotekta sa mga kabataan na membro sa child labor. Ako si Kapitan Albert Balbin, diri sa barangay Kahaponan, Valencia City. I stand against child labor.
I'm Glenford Cabañeros Labial, Senior Leo and Regional Focal Person of Child Labor Prevention and Elimination Program of the Department of Labor and Employment Regional Office Number 10. I stand against child labor.
Child labor practices deprive children of their holistic development and childhood and put them into further risks. Let us join hands together in helping children achieve their goals in life without jeopardizing their health, education, and safety. I am Joselito Nunez, Child Development and Protection Advocate, and I stand against child labor.
Kami ang mga personahe sa Santo Tomas Municipal Police Station and we stand against child labor.
Tulungan niyo po kami na paigtingin ang kampanya ng 1 milyong batang malaya laban sa child labor. Ako po si Paul Solcurites, Project Coordinator ng Build Cup Project. I stand against child labor.
In Northern Mindanao, we stand against child labor.
Hashtag against child labor. Kumpanya nga kinahanglan mahatagan og pagtagad nga maaksyonan sa atong pangagamhanan ug sa nagkalain-laing ahensya. Iagat na po ang tanan nga magmadasigon sa kumpanya batok child labor. Ang atong kabataan karon mamahimong dagway sa umaabot nga barangay Silay. Ako si John Ryan L. Buslon, usa ka SK Chairman ug miyembro sa Community-Based Child Protection Group. I'll stand against child labor.
Isip ko sa leader sa kapatanunan, we are sure to help and support the needs of our young people in our barangay. Ako, si Justin Mark Doldulao, ang SK Chairman sa Barangay Kahaponan, Valencia City, Bukidnon, and I stand against child labor.
We stand against child labor.
We stand against child labor.
I stand against child labor.
We stand against child labor.
I stand against child labor.
Nagaingon din ka nung nga, I stand against child labor.
We stand against child labor. No to child labor.
And I stand against 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 child labor. They deserve to play, to study,
Sayago.
and
I stand against child labor.
a social worker, and I stand against child labor.
Please protect us from any form of abuses.
And I stand against child labor.
Urban poor, I stand against child
Ako si Patrime Mubarog ko, batok sa child labor.
I am Marian and I stand
Ako si
against...
Kiana Mubarog ko, batok sa child labor.
I stand against child labor.
Saya, and I stand against child labor.
And I stand against child labor.
Denmark, and I stand against child labor.
Mubarog ko, batok sa child labor.
And I stand against child labor.
I encourage everyone to take a stand today and reaffirm our commitment for the next generation of Filipinos, because the children of today will make the Philippines of tomorrow. I am Catriona Gray, Miss Universe 2018 and NCCA Arts Ambassador. Join me in standing against child labor.
La 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 la. Mga munting paa saan ang punta, sa bawat hakbang palapit ng palapit sa pag-asang aangkinin. Nandito tayo sa lugar kung saan matamis ang ngiti ng bawat bata, nakadungaw sa kinabukasan walang ligalig. Ako'y isang munting bata, kaya maglaro, matuto, mangarap. Ako'y isang munting bata, matayog ang aking pangarap.
Narinig mo ba ang aking halakak? Kasiyahang binalot ng iyong pagmamahal at mahigpit na yakap. Mga munting kamay, huwag kang mag-alinlangan dahil meron kang kakapitan. Huwag ka nang mangamba dahil hindi ka na mag-iisa.
Ako'y isang munting bata, hayang maglaro, matuto, mangarap. Ako'y isang munting bata, matayog ang aking mga pangarap. Kami ay mga munting bata, sa tulong nyo